Elderly people who live past the age of 75 often work during the period between 65 and 75. Those who cherish life and take care of themselves always focus on maintaining a beautiful and healthy lifestyle to ensure their later years are fulfilling. Dear friends, as you enter the ages of 65 to 75, many elderly individuals believe they are enjoying a leisurely phase of life. However, few realize that familiar habits may silently shorten their lifespan. Small daily activities can sometimes become the reason for declining health, making life more challenging in old age. There is nothing more precious than knowing how to take care of your health and relying on yourself, as even dutiful children have their own lives and cannot always be there to care for you. As the saying goes, taking care of your health and being self-reliant is the greatest asset in old age. When we are self-sufficient, we not only live healthier, but also maintain our independence and freedom. So how can we avoid these harmful habits and live longer? Let's explore the habits that elderly people often fall into, without realizing they are shortening their remaining lifespan. Don't rely on fortune-telling. Dear friends, have you ever caught yourself worrying about what the future holds? Many of us, especially as we age, look for ways to feel reassured about life. Sometimes, this leads people to fortune-telling or astrology, hoping for answers about their health, longevity, or relationships. But let me ask you this. Do these predictions truly shape your life, or do your choices matter more? There's a popular saying, 3 parts are determined by heaven, 7 parts by effort. This reminds us that our health, happiness, and longevity are not dictated by fate, but largely influenced by the actions we take. Think about it. Wouldn't your time and energy be better spent on things you can control, like eating healthily, staying active, and nurturing a positive mindset? For example, instead of worrying about what a horoscope says, why not take a 20-minute walk to strengthen your heart and boost your mood? That simple act can have a far greater impact on your life than any prediction ever could. Moreover, trusting fortune-telling might make you overlook the real steps to a fulfilling old age. Instead of leaving things to chance, focus on building habits that promote both physical and emotional well-being. A calm spirit, meaningful relationships, and proactive health care are the true keys to peace and longevity. Take a moment to reflect. How often do you worry about things you can't control? What small, actionable changes could you make today to bring more peace and health into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're taking charge of your golden years. Let's remember, longevity isn't a mystery, it's a lifestyle, and every decision you make today can help write a healthier, happier future for yourself. Move carefully and avoid climbing high. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some of the flexibility and resilience we once took for granted. Actions that used to feel effortless, like climbing a stepladder to clean a high shelf or walking on uneven ground, can suddenly become risky. It's not uncommon to hear stories about elderly individuals who suffer serious injuries from seemingly minor falls. One misstep can lead to a broken hip, long hospital stays, or even long-term immobility. Let me ask you this. How many of you have a family member or friend who suffered a fall and struggled to recover? The reality is, falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. But the good news is, there are simple steps you can take to minimize these risks. First, it's essential to recognize your limits. Avoid climbing high or performing physically demanding tasks that might put you at risk. If something is out of reach, ask for help or use tools specifically designed to make tasks easier and safer, such as grabbers or step stools with handles. Second, create a safe living environment. Remove tripping hazards like loose rugs, cords, or clutter, and make sure all areas of your home are well lit, especially hallways and stairs. Installing grab bars in the bathroom and railings along staircases can also provide added security. By taking these precautions, you not only protect your physical health, but also preserve your independence. Imagine being able to confidently move around your home, without fear of falling or needing constant assistance. So, here's something to think about. What small changes can you make in your home to reduce the risk of accidents? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, protecting yourself today ensures a safer and healthier tomorrow. Accumulate wealth for old age. As we grow older, one reality becomes clear. Our ability to earn an income diminishes, yet our expenses, especially for healthcare, can often increase. Have you ever considered how financial stability directly impacts your peace of mind in old age? Having a safety net is not just about covering costs. It's about maintaining your independence and avoiding unnecessary burdens on your loved ones. Let's think about this. Imagine an elderly individual who needs ongoing medical care but doesn't have enough savings. The stress of relying on their children for financial help can strain family relationships and lead to feelings of guilt or helplessness. On the other hand, those who plan ahead and build a financial cushion can afford quality care and maintain their dignity. To ensure financial stability, early planning is key. Start by setting aside savings specifically for old age, even if it's just a little at a time. If you already have a pension, think about diversifying your income with smart, low-risk investments. Equally important is controlling unnecessary spending, cutting back on things you don't need while still allowing yourself to enjoy life. Here's a tip. Make a list of your monthly expenses and identify areas where you can save. Could you redirect that money toward a healthcare fund or an emergency savings account? By taking these small but consistent steps, you can reduce financial stress and create a sense of security for your later years. Take a moment to reflect. Do you feel financially prepared for the unexpected challenges of old age? If not, what's one step you can take today to move toward financial independence? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now that we've covered finances, let's talk about another crucial aspect of a healthy and fulfilling life: balance. Stay tuned for the next habit. Don't overwork yourself. As we transition into our golden years, many of us find it hard to adjust to the slower pace of life. After decades of hard work, some people feel restless or even guilty about slowing down, thinking they're still as strong and capable as they were in their youth. But here's a truth that's important to embrace. Overworking yourself at this stage in life can do more harm than good. Have you ever seen someone in their 70s who insists on doing heavy labor or refusing to take breaks? While their determination may seem admirable, the physical toll can be severe, leading to joint pain, heart problems, or even strokes. Our bodies are not what they once were, and ignoring the need for rest can accelerate health issues rather than preserve vitality. Instead of pushing your limits, try to find a balance between light activity and proper rest. For instance, if you love gardening or fixing things around the house, focus on smaller, manageable tasks that don't exhaust you. Remember, it's okay to ask for help from family, friends, or neighbors when tackling more strenuous chores. Here's a powerful mindset shift. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It's a necessary part of maintaining your health and energy for the things you truly enjoy, whether that's spending time with your grandchildren, traveling, or simply savoring a good book. So let me ask you, do you find it hard to slow down and let go of certain responsibilities? If so, what steps could you take to prioritize your health while still staying active? Let me know in the comments. Now that we've talked about finding balance in your daily routine, let's explore how to approach old age with a spirit of generosity toward yourself. Stay with me for the next habit. Don't be overly frugal. Many of us who have experienced hardship in the past develop a habit of being overly frugal as we age. It's understandable. Years of saving and budgeting become ingrained in our daily lives. But here's the thing. While being mindful of your spending is important, depriving yourself of life's joys can sometimes do more harm than good. Think about it. Have you ever skipped a nice meal or hesitated to buy something you truly wanted because you felt guilty about spending money? While saving is important, It's equally important to recognize that old age is a time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Treating yourself to a small luxury, whether it's a delicious meal, a comfortable new outfit, or a special experience, can greatly enhance your quality of life. Let's take an example. Imagine an elderly woman who saves every penny, refusing to replace her worn-out shoes or buy fresh fruits because she doesn't want to waste money. Over time, her health starts to decline because she's not getting the proper nutrition or physical support she needs. By trying to save a few dollars, she ends up paying a much higher cost, both physically and emotionally. Here's a thought to keep in mind. Money and possessions can't be taken with us when we leave this world. So why not use what you've worked so hard for to bring happiness and comfort to yourself today? Whether it's spending a little extra on better food or taking a short trip to visit loved ones, these moments of joy are priceless. So let me ask you, what's one way you can indulge yourself this week? A small treat that brings you happiness and makes life more enjoyable? Share your ideas in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Let's move on to the next habit. How can you maintain independence and stability in your later years? Stay tuned. Keep your old home. A home is more than just a place to live. It's a treasure chest of memories and a source of comfort, especially as we grow older. For many, the home they've lived in for decades is a symbol of stability and independence. But have you ever felt pressured by your children or others to sell your home, move in with them, or downsize to a new place? While these suggestions may come from a place of love and care, moving out of a familiar home can leave the elderly feeling uprooted and dependent. Imagine this: an elderly man, convinced by his children to sell his home, moves into a new apartment in a completely different neighborhood. Suddenly, he feels isolated, disconnected from his old routines, neighbors, and memories. Instead of enjoying his later years, he feels a loss of control over his life. Your home represents more than physical space. It's your sanctuary, where you feel most at peace. Of course, maintaining a home can sometimes be challenging, but there are solutions. If chores or maintenance become too difficult, consider hiring part-time help or asking family members to assist occasionally. This way, you can preserve your independence while staying in a place that truly feels like yours. Here's something to think about. What memories in your home bring you the most joy? Is it the garden you've nurtured, the photos on the walls, or simply the comfort of waking up in a familiar room? Reflect on how these small things contribute to your sense of well-being. If you've faced the decision of whether to keep or leave your home, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. Now, let's explore another habit that affects many seniors: the allure of unnecessary health products. Stay with me. Don't buy unnecessary health products. As we age, it's natural to become more concerned about our health. And with so many advertisements claiming to have the next miracle cure, dietary supplements, fancy devices, or even special tonics, it's easy to be tempted. But let me ask you, how many of these products truly deliver what they promise? Think about this. An elderly woman spends hundreds of dollars each month on pills that claim to boost energy and extend her life. Yet she notices no real improvement in her health. Instead, she's left with financial stress and disappointment. Unfortunately, this is a reality for many seniors who fall victim to exaggerated marketing claims. The truth is, there's no magic pill for good health. Longevity comes from consistent, proven habits: eating a balanced diet, staying active, and getting regular checkups. For instance, adding more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains to your meals can do more for your heart and immune system than most supplements ever could. A daily walk or gentle exercise routine is far more effective than any gadget sold on TV. Of course, some health products can be genuinely beneficial, but it's important to consult a doctor before investing in them. Relying on professional advice ensures you're making choices that truly benefit your body and avoid wasting money on gimmicks. So, the next time you see a flashy ad promising miraculous results, pause and ask yourself, is this something I truly need? Or can I achieve better health through simple, natural habits? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever purchased something that didn't live up to the hype? Next, let's talk about one of the most important relationships in your life partner. How can you maintain harmony and support each other in old age? Let's dive in. Don't argue with your partner. In the later years of life, there's one person who often becomes your closest companion, your life partner. As children grow up and build their own lives, the bond between spouses becomes even more important. But let me ask you this. How often do small disagreements turn into unnecessary arguments that leave both of you feeling hurt or drained? It's easy to let frustrations build up over time, especially when faced with the challenges that come with aging, health concerns, financial pressures, or simply adapting to a slower pace of life. But constant conflict can take a serious toll on your emotional well-being and even your physical health. Studies show that chronic stress from unresolved arguments can lead to higher blood pressure, poor sleep, and even a weakened immune system. Instead of focusing on what annoys you about your partner, try shifting your perspective. Think about all the moments of joy, love, and support you've shared over the years. Remember that your partner is not just your spouse. They're your teammate in navigating life's ups and downs. If an argument arises, pause and ask yourself, is this worth the stress? Can we approach this with understanding instead of anger? Here's an example. Instead of criticizing your partner for forgetting to do something, try saying, I know you've been tired lately. How can we make this easier for both of us? A small shift in tone can make a world of difference. So, take a moment to reflect. How can you show appreciation for your partner today? Maybe it's a kind word, a shared meal, or simply sitting together and enjoying each other's company. Let me know in the comments how you nurture your relationship. Next, we'll discuss another important aspect of aging gracefully: building strong social connections beyond your immediate family. Stay with me. Maintain good relationships with neighbors. As life slows down in retirement, the importance of community and connection becomes more evident. While family relationships remain vital, have you ever considered how valuable a good neighbor can be? There's an old saying, a good neighbor is worth more than gold. And it holds true, especially as we grow older. Think about it. Your neighbors are often the ones closest to you in emergencies. Whether it's calling for help when you've had a fall, lending a hand with carrying groceries, or even just sharing a friendly conversation, strong neighborly bonds can bring an incredible sense of security and comfort. Take, for example, an elderly man who lived alone but was surrounded by supportive neighbors. When his health began to decline, it was his next-door neighbor who noticed and ensured he got to the hospital in time. This act of kindness not only saved his life, but also reminded him that he wasn't truly alone. Building good relationships with neighbors doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small gestures. Greet them warmly, offer help when you can, or simply engage in a casual chat. These little acts of connection create a sense of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation, which are common in older adults. Here's something to think about. When was the last time you connected with a neighbor? Maybe you could start by introducing yourself to someone new, or rekindling an old friendship. Small efforts can lead to meaningful bonds that enrich both your life and theirs. What about you? Do you have a story about how a neighbor made a difference in your life? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Now let's move on to the next tip. Why getting outside and staying active matters more than ever as we age. Stay tuned. Go outside and stay active. As we grow older, it's tempting to stay indoors more often, especially if mobility has become a challenge. But spending too much time inside can lead to feelings of isolation and even impact your physical health. Have you noticed how a short walk or a bit of fresh air can instantly lift your spirits? That's because staying active and connected to the outside world is crucial for both your body and mind. Imagine an elderly woman who spends her days sitting indoors watching TV. Over time, her muscles weaken, her energy decreases, and her mood becomes low. Contrast that with another woman who takes a daily stroll around her neighborhood, greets her neighbors, and enjoys the simple pleasure of nature. The second woman is not only healthier, but also happier because she feels connected to the world around her. Getting outside doesn't have to mean intense exercise or long excursions. Start with something simple. Sit in your garden, take a short walk to the local park, or join a nearby community activity. Even 10-15 minutes of fresh air and sunlight can improve your mood, strengthen your body, and reduce stress. Studies have shown that regular exposure to natural light helps regulate sleep patterns, which is especially important as we age. So here's a question for you. What's one outdoor activity you enjoy or would like to try? Maybe it's a morning walk, gardening, or even bird watching. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas. Next, let's explore a habit that may surprise you. Learning to embrace gratitude and avoid comparing yourself to others. It's a small shift that can make a big difference in how you view your life. Let's dive in. Don't compare yourself to others. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, looking at others who may seem healthier, wealthier, or more active than we are. But let me ask you this. Has comparing yourself to others ever truly brought you peace? More often than not, it leads to frustration, sadness, or feelings of inadequacy. Consider this. An elderly gentleman who spends hours scrolling through social media, seeing photos of his peers traveling the world or surrounded by grandchildren. Instead of feeling inspired, he starts to feel disheartened about his own life, thinking he hasn't done enough. But what he doesn't see are the challenges those people may also face behind the scenes. Life is not a competition, and everyone's journey is unique. Each person has their own set of circumstances, joys, and struggles. Instead of focusing on what others have, try to appreciate the blessings in your own life. Whether it's the comfort of your home, the love of your family, or even the small joys like a sunny day or a favorite hobby. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to comparison and can shift your perspective toward positivity and contentment. Here's an idea. Start a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. Over time, you'll notice how much you already have to appreciate in your life. So let me ask, what's one thing you're grateful for today? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories of gratitude. Next, let's address another important topic: managing your diet to maintain your health. Proper nutrition can be a game changer as you age. Let's continue. Don't overeat. As we age, our bodies don't process food as efficiently as they once did. Overeating, especially during this stage of life, can lead to digestive problems, weight gain, and an increased risk of heart disease or diabetes. Have you ever experienced that uncomfortable feeling of being too full after a meal, only to regret it later? Take, for example, an elderly man who enjoys large family dinners. While he doesn't want to waste food, he often finds himself eating more than his body needs, leading to bloating and discomfort. Over time, this habit contributes to weight gain and makes it harder for him to stay active. On the other hand, his wife practices mindful eating. She serves herself smaller portions, focuses on eating slowly, and listens to her body's signals. She feels satisfied after meals and maintains her energy throughout the day. The key to maintaining a healthy diet isn't just about what you eat, but also how much you eat. Start by serving smaller portions and avoid the temptation to clean your plate if you're already full. Eating smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day can also help keep your metabolism steady and prevent overeating. Additionally, taking a short walk after meals can aid digestion and keep your energy levels balanced. These simple habits can make a significant difference in how you feel and help you maintain your health as you age. Here's a question to reflect on. Do you find it challenging to control portion sizes, especially during social gatherings or celebrations? Share your tips or struggles in the comments. I'd love to hear how you manage this in your daily life. Next, let's explore the kinds of foods you should prioritize to support your health. It's not just about eating less, but eating smarter. Let's move forward. Avoid high-fat and high-salt foods. What we eat has a direct impact on how we feel and how well our bodies function, especially as we age. Have you ever noticed how certain foods leave you feeling sluggish, bloated, or even unwell? Foods high in fat and salt are often the culprits, and over time, they can contribute to serious health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Imagine this. An elderly woman who loves salty snacks and fried foods starts experiencing frequent headaches and swelling in her legs. After a doctor's visit, she learns her sodium and cholesterol levels are dangerously high. On the other hand, her neighbor has embraced a diet rich in vegetables, fruits, and lean proteins. She feels energized, maintains a healthy weight, and has fewer health complaints. The good news is that small changes in your diet can make a big difference. Reduce your intake of processed and fried foods, which are often loaded with unhealthy fats and excess salt. Instead, focus on fresh, whole foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, and whole grains. These are not only easier for your body to digest, but also packed with essential nutrients that support heart health, strengthen bones, and boost your immune system. Here's a simple tip. Try seasoning your meals with herbs and spices instead of salt. You'll still enjoy flavorful dishes without putting your health at risk. And when it comes to fats, choose healthy sources like olive oil, avocado, or fish, which provide the good fats your body needs. What changes can you make to your diet this week? Maybe swapping salty chips for a handful of almonds, or trading a fried meal for grilled fish and steamed vegetables. Share your ideas or challenges in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're making healthier choices. Next, let's talk about something just as important as your physical health: your emotional well-being. How do emotions affect your overall health as you age? Let's explore this together. Don't let negative emotions harm your health. As we age, life brings its fair share of challenges. Health issues, financial concerns, or even feelings of loneliness. It's normal to feel frustrated or anxious at times, but holding on to negative emotions can take a toll on both your mental and physical health. Have you ever noticed how stress or anger makes you feel drained or even physically unwell? Research shows that negative emotions, such as anger, sadness, or chronic worry, can trigger the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, these hormones can weaken your immune system, raise your blood pressure, and even lead to heart problems. For instance, an elderly man who constantly worries about his finances may experience persistent headaches and fatigue, while his neighbor, who practices mindfulness and gratitude, seems more energetic and at ease despite facing similar challenges. The key is to acknowledge these feelings, but not let them control your life. One effective way to manage emotions is through activities that promote relaxation, such as meditation, gentle yoga, or even taking a walk outdoors. Engaging in social activities, like meeting friends for tea or joining a community group, can also help lift your spirits and combat feelings of isolation. Another helpful practice is gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. A kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun, or a favorite meal. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, helping you maintain a positive outlook. What about you? How do you handle stress or difficult emotions? Share your tips or experiences in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to find peace and resilience. Next, let's discuss an essential habit for maintaining your strength and vitality: exercising in a way that suits your body. Let's continue. Exercise appropriately. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to maintain your physical and mental health as you age. But here's the key. Not all forms of exercise are suitable for everyone, especially older adults. Have you ever tried an activity that left you feeling more exhausted or sore than energized? That's because our bodies change as we age, and it's important to adjust our routines accordingly. Take, for example, an elderly gentleman who decides to try jogging because he read it's good for the heart. After a week, he starts feeling knee pain and gives up entirely. In contrast, his friend takes up walking and gentle yoga, which strengthen his joints, improve his balance, and leave him feeling refreshed rather than strained. The secret is finding exercises that match your body's needs. Low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or Tai Chi are excellent options. These exercises are gentle on your joints while improving flexibility, balance, and cardiovascular health. Strength training with light weights or resistance bands can also help maintain muscle mass, which naturally decreases as we age. It's not just about physical benefits. Regular exercise also boosts mood, sharpens the mind, and helps regulate sleep patterns. Even dedicating 15 to 30 minutes a day to movement can make a noticeable difference in your energy levels and overall well-being. Here's a thought. What's one form of gentle exercise you enjoy or have been curious about trying? Maybe it's dancing, stretching, or a water aerobics class. Share your ideas in the comments. I'd love to hear how you stay active. Next, we'll talk about another crucial aspect of maintaining good health: making regular checkups and preventive care a priority. Let's explore how this can make a lasting impact on your golden years. Don't neglect healthcare. Your health is your greatest asset, especially as you age. Yet, it's easy to overlook the importance of regular checkups and preventive care, particularly if you feel fine most of the time. But let me ask you this: how often do small issues grow into bigger problems simply because they were ignored? Take, for example, an elderly woman who dismisses occasional chest discomfort, assuming it's nothing serious. By the time she seeks medical attention, the issue has progressed into something much more severe. On the other hand, her neighbor, who makes it a point to visit the doctor regularly, catches potential problems early and manages her health proactively. Regular health checkups can help detect issues before they become major concerns. These appointments allow your doctor to monitor chronic conditions, adjust medications, and recommend lifestyle changes to keep you feeling your best. Whether it's controlling your blood pressure, managing your cholesterol, or monitoring blood sugar levels, these small steps can add years to your life. Preventive care goes beyond just doctor visits. It includes taking prescribed medications as directed, getting vaccinations, and scheduling screenings like mammograms, colonoscopies, or bone density tests. Taking these actions can save you from unnecessary pain and give you peace of mind knowing you're doing everything you can to stay healthy. Here's a question to consider. When was the last time you had a checkup or health screening? If it's been more than a year, maybe now is the time to prioritize your health. Let us know in the comments how you approach regular health care or what preventive steps you've taken recently. In the next section, we'll focus on one of the most overlooked but critical factors for well-being: the importance of sleep. Let's dive into this essential habit together. Don't overlook sleep. Sleep is often called the body's natural healer, and for good reason. As we age, sleep becomes even more crucial for maintaining physical and mental health. But have you ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night or struggling to fall asleep, no matter how tired you are? Poor sleep is a common issue for older adults, but it's not something you have to accept as part of aging. Lack of quality sleep can lead to a range of problems, from memory decline and fatigue to an increased risk of heart disease and strokes. Imagine an elderly man who only sleeps 4 hours a night. Over time, his energy drops, he becomes irritable, and even his immune system weakens. Contrast that with his neighbor, who prioritizes a good night's rest and wakes up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. To improve your sleep, start by creating a consistent bedtime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid large meals, caffeine, or alcohol in the hours leading up to bedtime. Instead, wind down with relaxing activities like reading, gentle stretching, or listening to calming music. Also, ensure your bedroom environment is comfortable. Keep it dark, quiet, and at a cool temperature. If you struggle with sleep despite making these changes, consider speaking with your doctor. Sometimes underlying health conditions or medications can disrupt sleep, and a professional can help address these issues. Here's something to reflect on. What's one thing you can change in your nightly routine to improve your sleep? Share your thoughts or tips in the comments. You might inspire someone else to enjoy better rest. In the next section, we'll talk about the one thing that ties all these habits together: valuing your health above all else. Let's keep going. Don't forget that health is your greatest asset. As we move through life, it's easy to take our health for granted, especially when we're younger and full of energy. But as we age, we begin to realize just how precious good health truly is. Let me ask you this: what's the point of wealth, possessions, or even success if you don't have the health to enjoy them? Picture an elderly man who spent his younger years building his career, accumulating wealth, and sacrificing his well-being along the way. Now, as his body weakens, he regrets not taking better care of himself earlier. On the other hand, his friend prioritized a balanced lifestyle, stayed active, and invested in his health. Today, he's able to enjoy his golden years traveling, spending time with loved ones, and living independently. Taking care of your health is not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. Simple habits like eating a balanced diet, staying active, managing stress, and getting regular health checkups can make a world of difference. These small daily choices compound over time, allowing you to stay strong, energetic, and mentally sharp well into your later years. Let's reflect for a moment. Are there areas of your life where you could focus more on your health? Maybe it's taking that evening walk, eating more fresh vegetables, or finally scheduling that long overdue doctor's appointment. It's never too late to start prioritizing your well-being. What's one small step you can take today to invest in your health? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas and experiences. In our final section, we'll tie everything together and explore how to embrace aging with dignity, resilience, and gratitude. Let's finish strong. Embrace aging with dignity and gratitude. Aging is an inevitable part of life, but how we choose to approach it can make all the difference. Some see aging as a loss, while others view it as a time to reflect, grow, and savor life's beauty. Let me ask you, how do you feel about growing older? Do you focus on what you've lost, or do you cherish the wisdom and experiences you've gained? Consider this. An elderly woman spends her days feeling bitter about the wrinkles on her face and the strength she no longer has. Her sadness isolates her and drains her joy. Meanwhile, her neighbor embraces her age with grace, celebrating her journey and the memories she's made. She may move slower, but her heart is full of gratitude, and she finds joy in life's simplest pleasures: time with family, a good book, or the warmth of the sun. Embracing aging with dignity means accepting the changes in your body and mind while focusing on what truly matters: your relationships, your passions, and the legacy you leave behind. Gratitude is a powerful tool in this process. When you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you still have, you unlock a sense of peace and fulfillment that no external factor can provide. Take a moment to reflect. What are 3 things about your life that you are grateful for today? Maybe it's your family, your health, or the freedom to enjoy your hobbies. Write them down and keep them close as a reminder of all the goodness that surrounds you. What's your perspective on aging? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're embracing this chapter of life. Finally, let's bring everything together and conclude this journey with a powerful reminder of the lessons we've explored. Stay with me, bringing it all together. Dear friends, as we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. Aging is not just about growing older, it's about growing wiser, learning to live with intention, and finding peace in the choices we make. From avoiding harmful habits to building meaningful connections and prioritizing your health, Each step we've explored is a piece of the puzzle that leads to a fulfilling and resilient life. And we talked about the importance of maintaining your independence, from keeping your home and managing your finances to staying physically active and protecting your emotional well-being. We learned to embrace gratitude, avoid comparison, and treasure the relationships that bring us joy and support. And most importantly, we reminded ourselves that health is the foundation of everything, a gift that must be nurtured and protected. But let me ask you one last question. What's one lesson from today's video that resonated with you the most? Is there a specific habit or change you're inspired to implement in your own life? Share it in the comments. Your experiences and insights can inspire others in this community. Aging is not something to fear. It's a chapter of life that offers its own unique beauty and rewards. By taking care of yourself, embracing change, and staying connected to what truly matters, you can turn your later years into some of the most meaningful and joyful times of your life. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue creating content that uplifts and inspires. Thank you for watching, and remember, each day is a chance to live better, with purpose and gratitude. Until next time, take care and cherish every moment.